Well, PG&E made a stunning admission today about installing safety valves on gas pipelines.
They rejected the idea 4 years before the tragic San Bruno pipeline explosion. Today's federal hearing zeroed in on how long it took PG&E to shut off the gas that day in September, focusing on the utility's failure to have automatic shutoff valves in place. ABC 7's Heather Ishimaru is live in Washington tonight with a story from Capitol Hill. Heather?
Well, the NTSB is trying to answer the question, how did this happen, and could it happen again?
The NTSB said today that it was two off-duty PG&E workers who first reported the rupture to the Concord Dispatch Center. They called in within 10 minutes of the 6:11 p.m. explosion. 2 minutes later, the dispatch center sent out an on-duty worker, but he was unqualified to shut off the manual valves feeding the ferocious fire. PG&E dispatched a crew capable of shutting off the valves about 30 minutes after the explosion. The fire raged for nearly an hour and a half before the valves were closed. 8 people were killed, 38 homes destroyed. In 2006, PG&E concluded automatic or remote shutoff valves, also known as ASV or RSV, would have little or no effect on increasing human safety or protecting properties. But PG&E ignored a 1999 DOT report saying any fire would have greater potential for damaging surrounding infrastructure if it is constantly replenished with gas.
Industry studies show most majority damage are within 30 seconds at the time of the rupture.
It's absolutely outrageous. And when you're a regulated utility, you have a responsibility to the public, not to the industry. And to rely solely on the industry to make that decision is malfeasance.
PG&E at first seemed unable to answer the question about how much time might have been saved if automatic or remote-controlled valves had been in place, but finally conceded the gas flow might have been stopped about an hour earlier.
So that takes an hour to an hour and 15 minutes off with the remote valves. Is that correct?
Appears so.
The NTSB today released this photo of the 1956 installation of Line 132, taken by retired PG&E worker Frank Maffei. The NTSB has said there were multiple faulty welds on the ruptured pipe. Maffei told the NTSB he was worried in 1956, asking the welder, "How come you don't weld it on the inside?" And he replied, "It's not required."
The San Bruno fire chief will testify tomorrow on a panel focusing on public awareness of pipelines in their neighborhoods, and the hearing will also concentrate on state and federal oversight of PG&E. Live in Washington, Heather Ishimaru, ABC 7 News.
All right, Heather, thank you.